Imagine this. You find $100 on the street and feel a rush of excitement. But just as you celebrate your luck, a gust of wind blows the money away. You gained $100, then lost $100. So logically, your financial situation hasn't changed. You should feel the same as before. But in reality, you might feel frustrated for the rest of the day. Psychologists Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky discovered that people experience the pain of loss much more intensely than the joy of gaining the same amount. Research shows that losing something hurts about 2.5 times more than gaining it feels good. This psychological bias is known as loss aversion. To understand it better, let's look at a few real-world examples, starting with investment decisions. You may remember Mr. J from our discussion on sunk costs. He's an investor holding two stocks. One has gone up in value, and the other has dropped. Now, he urgently needs cash. Should he sell the winning stock or cut his losses and sell the losing one? Like most people, Mr. J chooses to sell the stock that has gained value. This is a classic case of loss aversion and the sunk cost fallacy in action. Studies show that investors often sell winning stocks too soon, fearing they might lose gains, while stubbornly holding on to losing stocks to avoid admitting failure. Selling at a loss feels painful. It forces investors to acknowledge their mistake. But clinging to bad investments out of fear of loss often leads to even greater losses in the long run. The real danger isn't selling too soon. It's refusing to cut losses. Smart investors understand that managing risk is more important than avoiding regret. Loss aversion doesn't just affect investors. It's also a powerful tool in consumer psychology. Take Ms. T, for example. She was about to finalize her purchase of a new sofa when she remembered that last time she bought one, the store charged a $50 delivery fee. The thought of paying it again frustrated her. But then the salesperson smiled and said, "The $999 price already includes delivery, or save $50 if you pick it up yourself." Suddenly, Ms. T felt like she was getting a deal. It's the same price, but the store framed the cost differently. Instead of making customers feel like they were paying extra for delivery, they made it feel like they were saving money by picking it up themselves. This simple shift reduces the pain of loss and makes customers more likely to accept the price. But Ms. T was still hesitant. "If I buy a new sofa, what should I do with my old one? Throwing it away feels like such a waste." The salesperson smiled again. "No worries. We offer a trade-in program. Bring in your old sofa, and we'll apply a discount toward your new one." Immediately, her hesitation disappeared. Compared to a straight price discount, a trade-in program reduces the perception of loss, making customers more willing to buy. Loss aversion isn't just used in sales, it also plays a major role in business management. Mr. Y's company had a long-standing tradition of generous year-end bonuses, roughly $20,000. But this year, things were different. The company was struggling financially, and soon rumors of layoffs began to spread. Tension filled the office. Employees feared job cuts and speculated about their future. A few days later, the CEO addressed the team in a meeting. "This year has been tough. To keep the company stable, we are evaluating our financial situation. And at this point, it seems unlikely that we will be able to issue year-end bonuses." The fear of layoffs turned into relief, though disappointment about the lost bonuses remained. At year-end, the CEO called another meeting, this time with a more positive tone. "We appreciate your hard work. Instead of eliminating bonuses, we're awarding $2,000 to each employee, with additional rewards for top performers. We aim to restore full bonuses next year." The room was quiet for a moment, and applause broke out. From expected layoffs to no layoffs to at least getting $2,000, employees' emotions shifted from fear to relief to appreciation. Had the company immediately announced that bonuses were dropping from roughly $20,000 to just $2,000, employees would have been upset. But by first creating the expectation of layoffs, then removing that fear, and finally offering a smaller bonus, employees saw it as a gain rather than a loss. This is a classic example of loss aversion in management. Framing a situation as an avoided loss rather than a reduced gain makes it more acceptable. By strategically managing expectations, the company maintained morale and reinforced employee loyalty, even in a difficult year. How to avoid being misled by loss aversion. Investing. Don't let fear of loss dictate your decisions. Cut losses early instead of clinging to bad investments. Shopping. Recognize marketing tactics that frame costs as losses to nudge you into spending more. Business management. Use loss aversion wisely, not to manipulate, but to set realistic expectations and improve employee satisfaction. Ultimately, loss is often just a matter of perception. When we recognize how our minds exaggerate the fear of losing, we gain the ability to make smarter, more rational choices in finance, in business, and in life. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.